Your processor is the fastest thing you own. Billions of operations every second. Numbers added, compared, moved, faster than you can possibly picture. And yet, if you could watch a single core work, you'd see something strange. Most of the time, it's doing nothing at all. Not broken, not idle because you're running out of things for it to do. It's stuck, stalled, waiting. The fastest part of your computer spends most of its life waiting around. Waiting for what? Here's what a processor actually does. Every instruction is the same shape. Take some data, do something to it, put it back. Add these two numbers, compare that value, but the CPU doesn't hold your data. It only keeps the handful of numbers it's touching that exact instant. Everything else, your program, your open file, this video, sits in RAM, main memory. And RAM is a separate chip, an inch or two away across the motherboard. So before the CPU can do a thing, it has to go fetch the data every single time. And that trip is the whole problem. One tick of the CPU's clock is under a nanosecond, 1/1000th of a second. Fetching a number from RAM takes around 100 nanoseconds. That doesn't sound like much, but to the CPU, it isn't one wait. It's a few hundred ticks, a few hundred operations it could have finished, all spent standing perfectly still. Scale it up so you can feel it. If one CPU tick were 1 second, then reaching into RAM would take about 5 minutes. Every time it needs data that isn't already close, the fastest chip you own waits 5 minutes. You can't make big memory fast. That's just physics. But you can keep a little bit of memory close. So every CPU is wrapped in caches, small, quick memories built right into the chip. Closest in is L1, blindingly fast, but tiny, just tens of kilobytes. Behind it, L2, bigger, a touch slower. Then L3, megabytes, shared across the cores, slower still. And only past all of those is the long road out to RAM. Each level is bigger than the last, and each one is farther away and slower. A staircase of memory. But a cache only helps if what you want is already sitting in it. And a few kilobytes is nothing next to gigabytes of RAM. So why does this work at all? Because programs aren't random. They don't scatter across memory. They hammer the same few variables inside a loop, and they march through data in order. This item, then the one right after it. So one simple rule wins big. Whenever you fetch something from RAM, keep it close afterwards, and drag its neighbors along too. Because the next thing the program asks for is almost always something it just used, or something right next door. So now every memory access is a gamble with two outcomes. If what the CPU needs is already in cache, that's a hit. It gets it almost instantly and keeps working. If it isn't, a miss. It pays full price. The long trip out to RAM, hundreds of ticks doing nothing. Everything rides on how often you hit. And because programs are so predictable, real ones hit the cache more than 95% of the time. That one number is the whole game. It's the only reason a computer that spends most of its life waiting still feels instant to you. And when a wait is unavoidable, the CPU cheats. Rather than sit idle through a miss, a modern core runs ahead, doing later work that doesn't depend on the missing data, even guessing what you'll need next and fetching it before you even ask. Which means almost none of a processor is the part that does the actual math. Nearly all of it is machinery built for one job: don't wait. So next time someone calls a CPU fast, remember what fast really means here. Not that it completes quickly or computes math quickly. It barely spends any time computing at all. It's fast because it has spent its whole existence learning how to not wait.